Repressed emotions equal a repressed sound in the voice. It is unavoidable. In your journey as a singer, wherever that may be, you will find that if you have a breakthrough where you understand a part of you that is buried, that needs to be unearthed and brought to the light, to heal, to be understood, once that happens, your voice will be positively impacted by it. And all of us have different variations of this. We all grow up repressing some form of emotion. None of us are immune to that. Just to give you an example, for me, my primary emotions that I have repressed have been anger, grief, and sadness. I had several things that happened in my childhood, for instance, that made me feel like in order to be a good kid, I was not allowed to express those emotions, particularly anger. And I have come to find out very recently that repressing those emotions for so long made it to where my body created a physical imprint of that repression in holding in my throat, for instance, in holding in other areas of my body as well, including my pelvic floor, and other areas of the body that are places of safety, right, of protection. For a number of you, that might be fear, anxiety, other strong emotions that we've repressed in order to feel like we can coexist better in the greater world. This always shows up in your singing in some way, especially if you're trying to hide anything. And if we're trying to hide being vulnerable, for instance, where are the areas that tighten up the most? It's usually right here in our throat and also down here in our belly. And there are other places as well. And, again, tightness in the pelvic floor, tightness in the hips, in the lower back, in between the shoulders, in the jaw, a big place as well, and in the tongue. So again, when you start to do the work, whether it's through seeing a therapist, whether it's just your own self-discovery and self-awareness, asking yourself these questions, you will find that as you unearth these repressed emotions, and or traumas, and process them and allow yourself to heal them, and know that healing is an ongoing process, that it never really stops. It's just the most important part is acknowledging and beginning that journey, that your voice will unbind, and some of those technical things that you were struggling with will also alleviate. That's not to say that technique is not important. Of course it is, but it only goes so far. If our body is holding the residual tension of repressed emotion, technique will not fix it. So, do the work, do the hard work, not just in your practicing and your goal setting, but also on the internal side with your emotions, with your ability to practice self-awareness in the practice room and self-awareness within your own mind and body, and whatever modality works best: spirituality, therapy, meditation, exercise, you name it. Find what works for you and never stop trying to get to the center of who you are and opening up from that center, and your voice will thank you for it. Happy singing.